Well, it's become immersed in a shocking woke row, and it's almost like a perfect storm, because we are talking about fishermen who, some of them are 3 generations of RNLI, very experienced seamen who have suddenly crashed into the woke world that the RNLI has become, and it's an incredibly sad story, actually. For 2 years now, probably 3 years, I've been trying to get lifeboatmen up and down the country. I've been to Scarborough and various places to talk about what was happening within the RNLI, and they've been frightened into silence. Over the weekend, that silence finished when a few lifeboatmen from Hastings said, "We want to tell you exactly what is happening." They said it's heartbreaking.
And some of the crew have left or been asked to leave?
Some of them have been made to stand down, according to the report, and because they've run into...
And what are their crimes?
Well, they've been accused of being alpha males.
Oh dear, how awful.
Who are anti-women, that show poor behaviour to women, rolling their eyes when women speak, and various things like this, and making a "I'm watching you" gesture, which apparently is 2 fingers up to your eye. But the report that I've seen, and all they've seen, is a pretty flimsy affair, to be honest. But there are these terrible, widespread accusations against all men at Hastings lifeboat station.
Well, if I was in trouble in the middle of the channel on a boat that was sinking, fearing for my life, I'd want some alpha males to come and get me. But equally, of course, there are some women on lifeboat crews around the country. There's one I know.
They say so themselves.
And some can be very, very good. So what's the issue here?
Well, the issue is that, and I have got some quotes from them, which they permitted me to read out a couple. What seems to have happened is that people are applying to join the RNLI, believing it's just like any other charity work, when, of course, this needs serious seamanship.
Would these be trendy incomers to Hastings,
Indeed,
coming from London?
To Hastings. They say, now our town is filling up with idiot hipsters from Hackney with no common sense who want to be our volunteers. Another one is... in days gone by, the coxswain, the captain, should have decided who he would take to sea. Now the RNLI, which is being advised by Stonewall on diversity...
Extraordinary.
...says everyone must have a turn. It's a matter of she hasn't been out for a bit, give her a go. But some of the female volunteers who have been given a go have been violently sick at sea.
Yeah, well, seasickness, of course, is not much use to the crew, because if someone's sick, they're out of action.
They're one person down.
And, I mean, I presume this is causing great division within the community in Hastings.
Well, I think it is causing great upset, but they have been silenced, these...
I know.
But their families are upset as well, obviously. It trickles right through the community.
And why would the RNLI, a volunteer organisation... They've got obviously the head office in Poole, and there are paid engineers around the country, but basically volunteers. Why the hell are Stonewall involved with them? Well,
the RNLI says Stonewall came on board in 2017, and they have got Stonewall. They're a Stonewall champion, and they've stamped it very proudly on their website. I don't think even I, who have looked at the RNLI, or you, may have known that Stonewall has been involved for 5 years.
No, I've seen the lifeboat stations flying pride flags. I thought, what on earth's that got to do with the Lifeboat Institute? But if Stonewall have been there, that explains some of the rot, I think.
They're deeply into diversity and inclusion and those kinds of policies.
Extraordinary.